give a little sigh to your screen right now. Look how pretty these are. All week we've been celebrating the simple beauty of the snowflake and recreating it in all sorts of creative, fun ways. We've challenged different artists and crafters to show us how they snowflake, and today this series goes 3D. Jill Broadbent is here to show us how to make a statement paper snowflake that will add texture and dimension to a winter window. It's great to see you.
You too.
I am a sucker for a good retail window. As you walk City Creek or the mall and you see these stores get so creative, this would be an awesome extension of that in your own home, in your own space.
High impact, but really easy to accomplish.
And I'm one of those people that takes the tree down, and I miss it. I mean, I get it's nice to clean up the clutter, but this is something to fill those January blank spots.
Right, you're gonna be able to add in texture and some detail. You lose a lot of the color, but that's kind of part of the winter, right? Is just kind of embracing that beautiful white. And these paper, all based in some form of paper, snowflakes are really going to help us do that.
This is so fun. One technique with a bunch of different kinds of mediums.
It's hard to hone in on just one snowflake when there's so many varieties, you know?
But you described it so well. It's so ethereal. It's such an ethereal time of year. Let's embrace it.
But there's so many different ways to get that same feel with just using different materials and copying the same technique over and over. So that's what we did.
And you said this challenge came at a good time for you because this was the year you sort of came to appreciate the snowflake on a deeper level.
I know. One day, a couple weeks before Christmas, it was snowing and every neighbor was texting, go outside, look at the snowflakes. And we were all just going out and catching them. And without a magnifying glass, you could see the detail of them. We were taking pictures and just enjoying how intricate and how detailed snowflakes are. And so it just became fun that this became the challenge to make those come to life in your inside.
An extension of what was on your craft table. Always. Better temperature for all of us. But I love that you pause to just appreciate that. And we can do the same with this project today. You say the key to a great statement snowflake is a gusset?
Yeah.
What's that?
That's the best way I can describe it. It's the gusset is the space in between your, in your bags here. This is a gusset. So anything that's going to give you that extra fold in the middle, which is what's giving us the dimension. So the technique is very similar to what we did in school, right? We would fold those little circles into little triangle pieces, make those cuts, and then open them and they were flat. Well, by doing that same technique but using a gusset, it's going to give you that three-dimension, that multiple layered look. And so I just applied it on many different materials, and you get a really fun mix of different pieces, but that same thing that pulls them all together.
So I know we'll get into it, but I'm seeing paper, I'm seeing doilies, I'm seeing kind of a vellum.
Yes, vellum, wax paper works, all the things.
Pretty. All right, will you show us?
Yes. So basically the easiest one to do is your bags. Okay. So this is a small size. This is the size of that large statement one. Is just your typical lunch sack in the white. So these are so easy to find.
I was going to say, are they readily available? The white?
Easy to find.
Okay.
And obviously you can also even spray paint your brown ones if you wanted to.
So what have you done here?
And so you glue them together in a T shape. So you're going to put adhesive down this way and this way, and then just layer the bag. So you have 3 bags, I have 3. Okay, did you know that snowflakes have 6 sides? All snowflakes have 6 sides.
I didn't know
that. In nature.
I bet my 5-year-old did.
In crafting, we did 7.
Okay, in crafting we get to break the rules.
Yes.
Okay, we're in control.
We needed to fill the full circle, but all snowflakes have 6 sides.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either, but so once you've glued them together, then you're going to go ahead and cut, but you'll see that how easy when you just pull on the outer edges, that's going to pull your bags. So you have half a snowflake there and I have half a snowflake.
Oh, I see.
And when you pull that, it's going to go. So you can just go into it and cut
What edge? Both?
You want to go at both sides. You want to make like a fun scallop across the top.
So all along here I'm making my design.
Just not across the bottom.
Okay, all right.
Any way you want to do it.
Clearly it's been a while since I've been in
second
grade.
I know, but that's what's so fun is you can do any different shape and they always turn out awesome.
I actually remember, I have a distinct core classroom memory of making snowflakes. I think it was 2nd grade, Mrs. Potter's 2nd grade.
Nice.
And I was so excited to open it that I didn't spend enough time designing, and mine never came out pretty enough.
The nice thing is because these are already folded, you can just re-close it and cut some more if you want. So any fun technique, you can even just stop there and open it to see.
Okay, you don't want me to keep going for the next
hour?
I get it.
So
I get it.
Pull this way. That's going to give you one side, and if you cut the other side,
that's fun.
It's going to keep going. And you can even do across the top if you want some points or some scallops and things.
Okay.
And so I recommend 3 pieces at a time to cut. If you layer all 7, it's really hard to get in there
Even
and cut.
the 3 took some scissor
Right,
strength.
but then I can also just use that as my stencil to cut the next 3, and then a 7th really rounds it out.
Smart to do a stencil because they're symmetrical as well, we learned this week.
Yes.
People have been sprinkling in, no pun intended, all of these fun facts about 6-sided snowflakes and symmetrical
There you go.
snowflakes.
We're going to be a snowflake expert.
How would we do this with a doily?
So the doily is easy because you don't have to do any cutting. You could, but you don't have to. So here is a doily for you.
Yes.
And we're just going to fold it in half. So what we're trying to do is create that gusset because these don't have a gusset to begin with. So if I fold it in half, and then I open that fold and fold into the center, this way, this way. Yep, you're just basically folding into the center. That first fold was to show you where your center is. And then you're gonna fold it this way. Then you're just going to put adhesive on these little parts and it creates that gusset. So that's giving us
that little pocket.
The little pockets.
Yep.
So then you're going to do that 6 or 7 times. And then once you glue them all together, the same technique, the little T of glue, is going to let you pull this around.
Look at this.
And you don't have to do any cutting because the doilies have such intricate little cuts in them.
Magic.
And when you could do this just with doilies and it'd be adorable in a whole window full of those. We've got, your dollar store has so many sizes of doilies, so that's super easy.
And I want to say this will carry you into February, but let's be realistic. In Utah, this will carry you into
spring break. Spring break, we'll take them down.
We've got 30 seconds left. Tell us how we would work it with the coffee filter.
So then I just had fun. Yeah, coffee filter, same thing. You're going to create the gusset. So you're going to fold it in just like you did, and you'll keep going. So we did it with some of the glassine bags, a smaller gusset, because this already has one. I also did it with vellum and just created it myself. So all I did was fold it in half and glue those together. So the thinner, the smaller the gusset, obviously, but still you'll get like a really big impact.
Oh, they're so pretty, and you dress them up.
Then, that's the fun part, right? That's what takes them from like kind of a elementary craft to something a little more elegant. Now, are you a glitter fan or not so much? Okay,
absolutely.
Because some people are anti-glitter. I love anything shiny and glittery, but I also don't like when it's messy. So I went with only products that don't shed the glitter.
Leave behind the trail.
This Glitter Blast is awesome. It's spray paint that just is glitter. So that will just, you take it outside, spray anything. So I did the coffee filters with that, and it just captured all the glitz and glitter from the spray paint.
In a really
I also
pretty
used Versamark and some embossing powder and heated that on some of the edges, and so that made it just have that beautiful crystal effect.
So pretty.
I used a shimmer brush on some of them. You can see that here. We've played that in, so you can see that. And like a product like Stickles is really good because it is a gel, and so it dries. And then just pearls and sequins and any little gems and things you have lying around the house, you can just add in for that little next level.
This went from show me how you snowflake to show us how you gusset, but it's a beautiful effect. Jill, thank you so much. Where can we get more project inspiration from you?
So you can follow me on Instagram at Crafty Afternoon.
Crafty Afternoon. We will link you there from our website so you can craft along with our friend Jill. And thank you for being part of this series this week. Super fun.